All right, kids, this should be a lesson. You throw your glove down, you're gone. And that's kind of what happened to Nats pitcher Sean Kelly. We'll talk more about that. And Derrius Guice. We already love him, but will that cause us to expect too much from him? It might. We'll cover all that right here on Sports Talk.
From WJLA 24/7 News, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
You know, Jay hasn't exactly been known for running the ball a lot in the past, but I'm hoping that changes now that you're here. Have you talked to him about that at all?
I don't. He's way above my pay grade right now. But I just let the coaches do what they're supposed to do. He's gonna put us in great position to win. You just gotta trust them and believe that they're gonna put us in position and call the right plays when the time comes.
Hopefully so. Welcome to Toyota Sports Talk. I'm Robert Burton. We'll talk some football later, but the Nats put up 25 runs on the Mets last night. But in the ninth, when the Nats put Sean Kelly in, things got a little awkward. Gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, so he throws his glove down. But that, he says, was because the umps were confusing him. One saying speed up, the other say slow down, or you get called for a balk. And now he's designated for assignment. Meanwhile, as you just saw, new Redskins running back, Derrius Guice. We already love him, but with that, we expect the world from him. If he doesn't produce the world, then what happens? So here are our questions of the night. As far as Sean Kelly, throwing his glove down, was that a fireable offense? Too harsh? I don't know. As for Derrius Guice, should we reel it in a little bit before our expectations get a little too high? Call us, 703-387-1020. Operators are standing by. Very special guest in the house tonight. Love this guy to death. The Big Cheese Show is in the building. Chris Cheon, WTOP sports anchor and fantasy insider. Looking good tonight, as always.
Thank you. This outfit actually was worn already at a wedding. I forgot that I wore it, so if I am giving off any sort of a foul stench,
no, it's okay.
Apologize.
Keep recycling. Keep recycling the outfits.
Those dry cleaner bills can get expensive.
Very expensive. And you got the fresh cut to disguise all of that. Okay, so let's start with Derrius Guice. We love this guy to death. You saw from the soundbite right there. Just a lovable guy, okay? So fans are going to automatically draw towards this guy.
Sure.
With that, they're going to expect the world from him. They're going to want him to do well. Maybe even start, who knows? But if he doesn't, then what happens? So should we just relax and wait till the season starts, or should we just go crazy and love on Derrius Guice?
I think we should love on Derrius Guice because I'm a believer in his ability. I compare him to Ezekiel Elliott. They're sort of the same size, 5'11", 224, low center of gravity. And we have to be excited about Derrius Guice because we tried getting excited about Fat Rob Kelly last year and Samaje Perine, and that didn't work out. So no one's going to get on board with that. And Chris Thompson's back, and he's apologizing to fans for getting hurt last year. You don't ever have to apologize to us, Chris. You were such a phenomenal player.
Amazing.
Before that injury, and so is this Redskins offense. But who knows how close to 100% he's going to be. Derrius Guice is going to need to be the focal point of this offense. I would say that it should be Jordan Reed, but we just can't trust him to stay healthy. Derrius Guice, to me, is not going to get involved, and we just see the clip here of him catching the football. I'd love to see more of that. Only 32 catches in his 3-year career at LSU.
Wow.
But I think Derrius Guice personally has the skill set to be better than his his ex-teammate at LSU, Leonard Fournette. I just love what he can bring to the table. I love his aggressive style of running. He is everything he's cracked up to be, and I think he is the second best running back out of this class behind Saquon Barkley.
Okay, Leonard Fournette, a beast, by the way. So you think Guice is, like you said, Guice is the focal point of this, or should be the focal point of this offense. So clearly you're saying that Guice will be the starting running back.
Yes.
For this season.
Yes, I believe that no matter what, if Fat Rob Kelly is no longer fat and he's slimmed down, and Samaje Perine, again, he's a guy that I've liked in college, but at the next level, is he going to be, you need, I'm not saying you need bell cow backs, but a guy that instills fear in the defense on the line side of the ball and the linebackers, and I think Derrius Guice has the best ability to run and have the fear instilled in the defense that, man, if this guy runs me over, it's going to hurt. And I think Guice has that ability. Even though, 5'11", he's not as big as Fournette maybe, but his running style is strong, and I love everything about him.
Yeah, and so fans, I guess, are going to continue to love on this guy. In fact, out at Richmond in training camp, Aaron got to sit down with the new running back. Here's how that went. It was fun stuff.
Does she love the new car?
She better. That call was, I'm just messing. Yeah, it was a great feeling, man.
What did she say after?
Man, she couldn't say nothing. She was just too emotional. You know, she was all smart stuff on the camera. When I turned that camera off, boy, I got some tears on me. Trying to tell you.
Will she get to come out here, though?
She wants to. She's not really, you know, a be there, present at the game type person. She like being with the whole family. We live 2 minutes from LSU. You know, she'll just stay at home with the family and watch. They have all these parties on game nights, and they all watch the game as a family. So that's kind of what they like doing. They don't really like being present.
Fans have been starving for a good running back like yourself. Do you start to feel that now? I see you out here signing autographs and stuff. What's it been like for you?
Man, I felt this since draft night. Never I got drafted, my Instagram post, all I say is HTT. I'm like, man, what that mean? I'm steady seeing it on air posting, you know, then I obviously found out what it meant, but like, man, these fans are crazy out here.
Okay, so and clearly when you watch that interaction, you want Derrius to do well. Just such a likable guy. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We already got callers. Trey is in Largo. Trey, what's up? Trey, you there? Ah, come on, Trey. Sam is in Woodbridge. Sam, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Just ready for this new season with this new running back.
Okay. So you're excited about Derrius?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited.
When they drafted him, what was your reaction?
I thought it was a steal, man.
Because he went what do you go? 4th round?
Second.
Yeah,
Second
man.
round. He was second round steal. And a guy like Derrius Guice, you think he would have gone what? Maybe first round?
I think he certainly could have gone first round. And one more thing, too, about the rookie running backs, if we look at last year as a barometer, we mentioned Fournette. He was great. Christian McCaffrey produced. Dalvin Cook would have had a great season if he didn't tear his ACL. I mean, it's Alvin Kamara as well. I mean, rookie running backs are expected to come in, and if you're a higher draft pick, produce right away. It's not a position like wide receiver where you need to build a rapport with your quarterback and they need to trust you. It's hand the football off and what can you do with it. And I think Derrius Guice, behind this offensive line, if they can stay healthy in 2016, they're returning 4 out of 5 starters from that 2016 team. They were ranked 6th in adjusted line yards. It's an advanced statistics from Football Outsiders, but meaning they can move the pile and they can move these defensive linemen if they are healthy.
And as far as his athleticism goes, I had the chance when I was down in Richmond, I had the chance to sit down with Chris Thompson, who did nothing but sing Derrius Guice's praises. Said he's a different kind of athlete. Here's what Chris Thompson had to say about his new co-running back.
Guice is Guice.
Of course.
And he's gonna be Guice. Like, you know, he's gonna put together a good year this year, and there's no question about that. He can get 3 hours of sleep, and when he come on this football field, you can't even tell the difference. He comes to work every day. He's hyper every day. He's like a kid who doesn't have to stretch, who doesn't have to eat, who doesn't have to do anything to prepare and just ready to go 100 like right away. He's a different type of athlete. I've heard about guys like that, but seeing it now in him, he's just built different.
Chris Thompson on his co-running back. Tyrone is in Fort Washington. Tyrone, what's up?
Yeah, I was just talking about, I just hope that this year that we can have a good running back, you know?
Or someone to be excited about every time you turn on the TV and watch the Redskins.
We've got a good one.
I want to be excited about so we can show that we are a good team and we are a positive team. That's all to it, of the flip and flopping.
Yeah. All right, Tyrone, thank you so much for calling. Yeah, and not only is Derrius Guice loved by the fans already, but of course his teammates. As you heard Chris Thompson say, his teammates love him and they think the world of him. Now, to some not so good news, I'm sure you've heard Josh Doctson going down. He had to go into the training room to get his shoulder evaluated.
Yep.
How hard does that hit? Understanding his past as far as injuries goes and him staying on the field, you want that body out there. You want that athleticism out there on the field.
So it's an AC joint sprain from what I understand, and he tweeted that he was good today, so that's encouraging. Yeah, Josh Doctson led the team in red zone targets last year, expected to use his leaping ability to be another red zone threat for Alex Smith, and I'm expecting big things out of him. He had some next-gen stats last year that were a little bit discouraging. He didn't get great separation last year. He didn't have a good catch rate as well. But he again will be 26, which is not, I wouldn't call young in football years anymore, but he is in his 3rd year. I'm hoping that he goes the way more so of other wide receivers who have been successful getting drafted in the first round, and less like a guy like Rashad Perryman, who has been a bust a little bit north in BW Parkway for the Ravens. Doxson expected to fill a role. I'm a little bit worried about Paul Richardson personally. I heard he's got some drops this camp from some of the beat writers down there. And he doesn't have the speed that Deshaun had. I mean, that's the thing. That's where we missed Deshaun.
Yeah. That guy was ridiculous.
You had to account for him or else just chuck the ball deep and Deshaun's going to catch it. Does Paul Richardson have that speed? From what I've read, I'm just not sure. But they paid him a hefty 5-year, $40 million contract, so you got to think he's going to contribute, right?
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're going to go to break. Coming up, Sean Kelly throws the glove, and then he's designated for assignment. Was that too harsh? Call us, 703-387-1020. Chris Cheon, the Big Cheese Show in the house tonight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back here with Chris Cheon. So we're talking Sean Kelly. You saw the game last night.
Yeah.
Historic night. Nats put up 25 runs, beat the Mets 25-4. I don't know if that's too outrageous. It's because the Mets are not the greatest team in Major League Baseball, but it's still huge. But then 9th inning comes around. Sean Kelly's in to close the game out. He's got some confusion from the umps, at least that's what he says. Gives up a 3-run shot, throws his glove down. Martinez says it's an embarrassment or disrespectful to the league. I mean, now he's designated for assignment. Do you think that's too harsh of a punishment, or is it rightfully deserved?
Yes, it's too harsh of a punishment. He's a reliever that has a sub 3.4 ERA. When the game is moving towards the direction of the importance of these relievers, look at the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm not saying that they are like going to the World Series or anything, but they've essentially use the opener now, and they use a crop of relievers almost every single game. And when you look at this Nats starting pitching staff, I mean, we're still waiting on Strasburg to come back, and we've got Max Scherzer, who's great, but Gio Gonzalez, shaky. Tanner Roark's put up 2 good starts in a row, but he's erratic. Tommy Malone is a guy. So we need these relievers here, and you traded Kinsler, then DFA Sean Kelly. I think this was more that Dave Martinez heard the media, all of us here saying that has he lost control of this locker room? And we saw the buddying they were doing at the All-Star game. And I just think it came down to, I'm going to make a statement that I'm in charge. I have control of this team. And if you do disrespect me by throwing a glove, it's a disrespectful move. Sean Kelly's mad that his ERA got bloated in a game that it was over. But to DFA him?
He hates. It's I don't know. All right, let's try to get a call in here. Not getting too far off from the Redskins, apparently. Sam is in Potomac. Sam, what's up?
What's up, Sam?
What's up, man? I'm glad we got a running back.
Yes. A lot of people are. You liked it when his name came out the board, right?
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to Guice being the number 1 running back, of course? Not Fat Rob? No P. Ryan?
Yeah, he was good in college.
Yeah, you liked him in college. Okay. Who's better, him or Leonard Fournette?
Fournette bigger, but I like him.
Okay. Well, you better like it because he's on your team. Sam, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it. Sam is also in Maryland. Not a guy at 2 places at once, just another Sam, to be clear. Sam, what's up?
Hi.
How are
I
you?
have a question about Deron Payne's ankle.
Yeah.
Is this something we should worry about? Is he fragile?
Well, from what I understand, a lot of people are saying that Deron's telling people he's good. He's okay. I mean, he's out 2 to 3 weeks, but I don't know if it's not season ending, so you don't have to worry about that. But my issue is it was 3 days into training camp. And a guy who's going to try to step in or expected to step in and make a difference, and then he goes down and he's out for 2 to 3 weeks, probably going to miss a couple of preseason games. Who knows?
Yeah.
What are you feeling about this?
So Jonathan Allen had a good quote on Saturday that Deron Payne wanted to continue to practice because he's been Bamanized, essentially that you play hurt at Alabama.
Yeah.
Because if you're not playing, then they have so much talent there that somebody's going to step up. You don't have to do that at the next level now. You are the first-round pick. We need you here to help a run defense, which certainly struggled. It concerned me that he was in a walking boot. Yes, as somebody who's never been in a walking boot, I feel like that's kind of serious.
Yeah.
But you know, Jay Gruden on Saturday essentially kind of waved it off and said, no, he's going to be fine. He's already got a grasp of the playbook. We've seen his athleticism. So, no, if he starts missing 3 preseason games, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. But if he's not playing against the Patriots, I can live with that. Make sure that ankle's ready to rock.
Yeah, you want him to get at least one dress rehearsal. Okay, let's go to break. Coming up, I think we got one of your boys on the line. This should be fun.
All right, let's see what he's got. He wants to maybe talk to me about fantasy baseball. I'm smoking him this year. So.
Oh, my gosh. I love it. We'll be right back after this. I love this instrumental. Just wanted to put that out there. Remember, call us 703-387-1020. Welcome back to the Sports Talk here with the Big Cheese Show. Let's go right to the phone lines. Your man's is on the phone. Jason from New York. Jay, what's up, man?
What's up, Jay?
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Rob, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm just sitting here having some pizza with my brother Joe and friend Phil. We're discussing fantasy dynasty keeper league coming up later this month. We're just curious where you're leaning, either Mayfield or Darnold, for who would you rank 1 and 2?
Well, thank you for the call, Jay, and I'll be seeing you in Atlanta here in a couple of weeks. As I told Robert,
Yes.
We are going to be partying it up in Buckhead.
ATL, man.
And if you take Baker Mayfield in your dynasty leagues, you will be partying because I think that Baker Mayfield is an extraordinary talent. The Browns made a right decision grabbing him number 1, where they have failed before with guys like Manziel. Mayfield can throw on the run with accuracy. I love his energy. I love that he'll be able to connect with some great receivers there in Cleveland. I'm not taking anything away from the Jets. I kind of think that the acquisition of Terrell Pryor, it was a dart throw, but maybe it could work out. There was a reason we were all hyped up about Terrell Pryor last year, right? They've got Quincy Enunwa, Robbie Anderson, a deep threat, and I like Darnold. But I think Baker Mayfield, out of that quarterback class, is far and away the best talent there. And if we're talking fantasy, he can run.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
he can get you those rushing yards as well. He goes tough yards. I love Baker Mayfield.
All right. And Jason, by the way, I will be living vicariously through all of you as you party in ATL. Okay. Let's go to Mike in Bethesda. Mike, one of my favorites.
What's
going on,
You're
man?
my favorite. Chris, good evening to you. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, Mike. Thank you for giving the bros a call tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, happy hump day.
Yes. Same to you, Mike. What's going on?
Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Chris, you must have read my mind because I feel as if they need all the horses they can get. They traded away Kinsler. Listen, I've never been a Martinez fan. I've never been on board with him. I will not be on board with him, Robert. And I'll tell you what, he was an average baseball player at best, right? He never made anything great. He was a steady player, wasn't any all-star, not that I know of. I never even heard of him until they said he played. But I feel they need everybody they can get. They did nothing yesterday. They kept Harper, thinking they may be able to keep him in free agency, which I doubt. I believe Anaheim or the Dodgers will take him. The Yankees, someone with huge, big purse strings. Maybe Mike Trout will vouch for him. But what do you think is going to happen the rest of the year? Do you think they're done? You think they have a chance? Chris, you tell me what you think.
So I think this team is still in the mix, and I'll tell you why. Atlanta and Philadelphia are not two teams that I am really worried about. Besides Atlanta and Aaron Nola at the top of their rotation, I mean, Vincent Velasquez has been pretty good. Atlanta made a lot of acquisitions, but, I mean, Anibal Sanchez has been known to implode, and I'm not watching the Marlins-Braves game tonight because we're on here on television, but the Nats are still in this mix. They're not too far out of it. They've won today. They won yesterday. They play Atlanta next week, I believe, in a 4-game set. That is going to be the telling series. My problem with Bryce Harper is this. I think Bryce Harper would come back here. I think the Nats are not going to throw the money at him. They don't need to. They have Adam Eaton, Juan Soto, and you can mix and match with Matt Adams.
Wow.
You have Victor Robles, who you didn't deal. I think Harper showed a lot during the home run derby when he was wearing the bandana with the DC flag on it. I love these
that said
fans.
a lot.
I think Harper would come back if the money's right. I think this team will be willing to move on, and so Bryce Harper will have his suitors. You mentioned LA, I think that is definitely a possibility considering the fact that I think Mike Trout's going back to Philadelphia where he's from South Jersey.
Yeah.
And I also think that San Francisco is a possibility for Harper as well.
It was all in the headband for Harper. Okay, we'll be right back. Some final thoughts from the Big Cheese Show. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Last block here with the Big Cheese Show, and we're going to go right to some video of the City Open, and athletes get upset. They get upset at times, and when things don't go their way, they mess up tennis rackets, or they annihilate the Gatorade thing, or they throw their glove down. Well, this guy's doing this. How much do we sort of love this as a guilty pleasure? Okay, we don't want to see anyone upset, but we do enjoy this to some extent.
Yeah, so in life in general, Robert, right?
Yes.
Sometimes I think we all want to do this.
To the printer.
Today, yes, I was having a loading issue on my computer, and I wanted to take the hard drive and smash it on the floor. Now, I didn't want to cause a scene, but this is kind of cool, yes, and especially in tennis too, because it's a game of finesse. A lot of times you got to be quiet.
And you know what? We have to be quiet because we're getting the countdown. But I always love it when you're on the show.
Thanks for having me,
We'll see you guys next time.